My name's Leon J. Shear. I'm a realtor and a real estate appraiser by profession. I also have been running the Chapel Hill Leads Group now for over 25 years. As professionally, I sell real estate for people. I'm a real estate broker, and I'm also a real estate appraiser, which means I go out and value real estate. And right now, for the most part, I do my appraisal work with the Veterans Administration, which is very close and dear to my heart. I'm a Vietnam veteran, which I know young people like you probably know what that was. Okay.
I know what it was.
You know what it was? Okay, good. And I'm ex-military, obviously. People say, why do I keep doing this? I'll be 75 years old in 2 months. And I love what I do. When you love what you do, it's not work. Well, when I came back from Vietnam, I was given my real estate license. My parents owned a real estate company. And I was looking, I guess, to make some extra money. And at some point it just said I have a lot of faith in myself and my wife, who's been my business partner from day one. And I like to chart my own path and see where it goes from there. Regulations in any small business today, that probably is the number one, I won't say problems, but things that I have to deal with. In my case, I have to hold 2 licenses, one as a real estate professional and one as an appraiser. So I have to go to school a lot, continuing education. Regulations in most of our businesses is compiled, oh my God, in 25 years, it's unbelievable what we did not have to do 25 years ago is what we now have to do just to keep in compliance, especially if you're working under a license. How to overcome it? I have a lot of ambition. I'm a type A personality, and I love to work. When I was in high school, I couldn't wait to get out of high school to go to the job. I've always had a job. So, ambition, I guess. Truthfulness. If you say what you're going to do and do what you're going to say you're going to do. Probably that is, in the Leads Group, we go around and we give business tips. And mine always is you never get a second chance to make first impression. And I really believe in that. And that we live in a very lax time period. I don't want to be critical of people because I don't know what they do, but it seems like the dress codes have just kind of gone out the window. But I'd say that's probably the biggest one is just every time you're out there, whenever you're talking to people, there's always somebody listening. And you've just got to be careful what you say. Should never, ever, ever, ever run down your competition. No negative thoughts. None. Keep it out there. And the appraisal side, it's the Veterans Administration. I do a lot of work with them. Now the real estate side, it's obviously somebody's selling a house or looking to buy a house. That could be anybody. I think background is important so people know who you are and what you're doing. I think I would always say to a home seller, if you're going to list your house, make sure that person has been in business at least 10 years so that they have, basically enough information. They've been through the highs and the lows of the market, and they won't get discouraged. So you got to know the person you're dealing with. In real estate, you're trusting them with your house. That's the single biggest asset in most people's lives. But yeah, just getting to know the person, and this is one thing that has made the Leads Group so successful, is that we encourage people when they have their program, tell us about you. Not tell us about what you do, of course, but tell us about you. You want to have that personal connection. Well, obviously, the internet is out there, and all you have to do today on the internet is know somebody's name. Type it in, you're going to find them. In the old days, it was advertising in newspapers and things like that. Today, the internet has pretty much put the print industry out of business. Different organizations I belong to, like the Chamber of Commerce, I go to a lot of their meetings, and that's getting out there, and as a politician say, pressing the flesh. Just go out and introduce yourself to people.
Do you have like a phone number or something?
Yeah, it's a 919 area code, 971-2996.
Okay.
Well, the only advice I can tell you is study hard, and because the education, this is a little off script here, but my wife is, she's a French citizen, so she's French, but the education system in our country has just fallen apart in the last 30, 40 years as compared to when I remember it. And I think it's harder today because, like I like to tell people, when you graduate, you're going to be trying to get the same job maybe as people from other countries where education was stressed a little bit more. And you're competing today in a worldwide situations, engineers, especially engineers, yeah. So the only thing I could say is just be the very best you can be, because it'll pay benefits down the line somewhere. But don't get caught up in this whole lackadaisical atmosphere that I see in the world. And I'm 75, I'll be 75 years old, so I've been around a while, and I've seen a lot of things change in our country. And the education system has really changed a lot. But just strive to be the best you can be and take advice from your elders. I have always made a habit of getting to know my elders and sit down and talk with them, because the breadth of the information that they have, you can't buy it,